Everybody good?
I think so.
Good to go.
All right, well, welcome to Fight Week. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling prepared, ready. Yeah, I feel good.
So I know we've already spoken, you and I, about Stevie, but can you kind of just tell me what are your thoughts at this point as time has progressed about Stevie?
Oh man, last time I think I said he was kind of chasing a little bit of clout. I still think that I know he got on and was like, man, I got a bigger name in this and that, but like you're looking for the exciting fight. I'm the exciting fight. I mean, exciting fights get you more clout, right? So in a roundabout way, he's still clout chasing, even if he thinks he's got a bigger name. Yeah, he's a tough guy. He's been around the sport a while, but so have I. And I think I'm tougher. So we'll find out Friday night.
Have you guys seen each other in the hotel at all? Has there been any?
I just saw him down there. I was gonna go shake his hand, tell him good luck, but I didn't. So he didn't say nothing to me either. So I think we're just gonna let bygones be bygones until we're locked in a cage together.
Do you think you might be facing the most dangerous version of him this time because he has no points and he's got that issue with his daughter where he has a little bit of extra motivation going into it?
He's coming off 2 losses. He got knocked out a couple fights ago. So I think he's dangerous. Sometimes that can make you overly aggressive. He might be trying really hard for the finish, and that could expose him. So, I feel for the guy with his daughter. I know what going through hard things like that is like. So, we've all dealt with a lot. So he's dealing with a lot. I've dealt with a lot. I think I'm the best version of me. So I hope he's bringing his A game because I'm ready to scrap.
There's been some rumors that PFL may be buying Bellator. I'm just curious, what are your thoughts on that? And if there's anybody in Bellator that you'd be excited to fight?
That Dylan Danis guy annoys the hell out of me, so I'd love to punch him in the face. I don't know, is Michael Venom Page my weight? Is he even still fighting?
He is,
Yeah, he's fighting. He might
be a
try to
little
dance
taller.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to punch him too. Man, line him up. Maybe I'll knock him down.
And last question from me, who is in your final 4 of the division?
Ooh, it's tough this year, man, because I think the Japanese kid might beat up Burgos. He's a tough son of a gun. I see Mercier making it. It's a toss-up between Raush and Natan. I'm hoping Raush gets in there so I can punch him in the face again. I'm gonna pick me, of course. So, yeah, me and Mercier for sure. Everybody else is just kind of open for grabs, I guess.
Thank you.
Right here. Hi, I'm Maddie with Fight Bananas. So going off of what you said a little bit, obviously you really like to punch people in the face, and you have this forward mentality a lot with fighting. Do you have any personal favorite finishes on your resume that you think of?
Oh man, I have a triangle choke. That's one of my favorite submissions. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say the triangle choke is pretty good. I fought a guy named Lucas Montoya. I dropped him with a liver shot, which was very satisfying. Yeah, so I'd say one of those 2.
So your last fight was a war with Nishikawa. Any predictions on how he's going to do against Shane Burgos?
I think he's gonna do a lot better than people realize. Yeah, he's super defensive. He's hard. He's actually really hard to hit. I know I landed hundreds of punches, but it's hard to get a clean shot on him. He's very defensive. He kicks extremely hard. I think they clocked one of his kicks going like 74 miles an hour or something like that. So, yeah, he's dangerous, man. Yeah, I think he's gonna surprise people.
And last one for me, you felt like that $1 million got stolen from you last year.
And the year before.
And the year before. So have you gone back and watched those fights that you feel were robberies, and if so, do you still feel that way?
So yes, I especially the Roche one, and they gave me a unanimous decision loss when I outlanded him like 160 punches to 98. I, almost threw on a rear naked choke on him. Yeah, those judges, still in my opinion, were delusional. I don't know what fight they were watching. The Martinez one was a little closer. I got put in danger. I got caught in a choke. That was pretty much the only thing he had to me, and I got out of it. And he had me dead to rights, locked in. I was going night-night and wiggled out of there somehow. So, I try not to worry about the past. I try to let it go, and we're focused on the future, and we're focused on Stevie Ray. So, yeah, I'm trying to get that $1 million.
Thank you.
All right, right next door and then far left.
Obviously, you just alluded to you've had your fair share of fights inside the PFL. How do you feel you've kind of evolved as a fighter, and maybe what advice would this Clay Collard give the Clay Collard making his debut?
Well, first off, try not to leave it to the judges. Where I'm always trying to get finishes, and in this game with all the talent and all the tough guys in this division, that is hard to do. So just trying to close the gap a little more. Don't let it be so close. Don't take as many risks. Fight a little smarter. That's the advice I'd give myself. As far as how I've evolved just in this past year alone, and tremendously, not just physically and with my mixed martial arts ability, but mentally, I just feel like I'm a completely different person.
And obviously, Father's Day just passed. Were you able to spend time with family, or is there plans maybe for after the fight week?
So, my baby turns 1 on Thursday, so tomorrow I miss his 1-year-old birthday, so we're gonna go home and we're gonna have a birthday party for him. He's not old enough to know that we missed it, so thank God for that. But Father's Day was nice. I was packing up my stuff, getting ready to leave, but I still got to spend time with my family and my boys, so that was awesome.
And the last one for me, obviously, is what does it mean for you to be a father and a fighter?
I think being a father has been one of the greatest blessings in my entire life. As far as being a fighter, that's just who I am. I hope that my kids are proud of me and can be proud of me, and I can keep moving forward doing this and keeping a good example for them.
Thank you.
Stylistically, what advantages do you see yourself having over Stevie Ray?
Stylistically, well, obviously I think I'm a little better on the feet. I think I'm a little faster. I feel like he's a little slow. So I feel like my speed's gonna be a big advantage. Not only in striking, but on the ground as well, as long as I'm quicker to the move or to the punch or to get around him, it's gonna negate a lot of his grappling techniques. So, I think all around, man, I've improved so much this year on my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and my wrestling, and so we're ready, man.
So that feeds into my next question, which is going to be camp to camp. What kind of adjustments have you made to get ready for this fight and whatever other fights come after?
So it's just scenarios, where does he like to be? Where does he like to put people? How are we going to get out in that scenario, So we've been drilling a lot of scenarios after scenario after scenario, and trying to think of a tactical advantage and a tactical way to go in and get the win.
Since coming back from boxing, this is kind of the first real intense high level grappler that you've gone up against. How are you looking forward to that matchup?
A few years back, I faced Luderbach, who's a third-degree black belt, so I've faced grapplers since coming back from boxing, and I beat those guys, and I plan on beating this guy.
Okay.
What are the weaknesses of Stevie Ray?
His knees. I think he's had multiple knee surgeries. I seen a video of him talking about him having knee problems in the UFC, so you might see a couple knee stomps. I'm not very nice if I find out there's something I can expose. His speed. And I'm just better looking than the guy, I think.
Okay, what are you planning to show us this Friday?
It's gonna be the same old Cassius Clay, man. Coming in to punch him in the face. I'm gonna turn his face to hamburger meat, you know?
Any more for Clay? All right, thanks, Clay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Clay.